the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
DC, 180.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Slam. 76, tell him. 76.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. Now he's forced out left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Back to the air. Wilson after the pick 6. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now it's Wilson. Open man, it's the man. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 97 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Wilson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abukum came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Touch 50, touch 50.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hold up. Alert.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Abukum. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
You better be ready. Touch 50.
Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Let's go, D.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Come on. 180.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
After the interception, here's Gall. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down.
20. 54. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Gall. This will be caught inside the 10. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another first and goal. On first and goal, Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Let's go, baby. Hey, Mike 50. Let's go double count right here, double count.
Back to you. Hey, Mike's 50.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Called in left side here by Jennings.
Wilson's pass complete to Gary Jennings.
Get him, boys.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he's got his target, that's more. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Watch the run. There.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and 9, Goff going up top for Kupp. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
One left. Check in, he's check. 40. Check 3. 40.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Hey, chill.
Play action. It's gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Wilson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Dante Fowler, his 2nd sack of the night. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the 1st of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there'll be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Gary Jennings, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times. But also, they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Here's Gall. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Louis.
To throw is gone. His throw incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 23 yards the pickup there. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penning. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for him really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
1st down, Rams.
Got like 20.
Gurley again here on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. From the 29, Goff, throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Value 3. Check.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now Gurley. In on the stop, Bradley McDougal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off play action. Here's Goff. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On first down, it's Gurley. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Goff now looking to throw, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
We're good. 180. I got you. Check 99. Check 99.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Yeah, he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now.
Tyler Lockett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Going up top for Cup. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Ebukam able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sail, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. They'll run with Henderson, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Gurley with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
At the Seahawks 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
General West.
To the right side, this is Henderson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Let's go. 30 base. Four down. Shoot.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Set, ready. 10 Lobo.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong, whatever you call.